Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca, one of your on-site health coaches for the city of Houston with Cigna. Today, I wanted to bring you a recipe that includes carbs and protein, and then we can throw a little bit of vegetables either on the side or on top. It's up to you. It is very simple. If you have an Instapot, you can use an Instapot. If you don't have an Instapot, you can either cook the protein in the oven or even boil the protein because the protein is chicken. So I'm going to make a loaded sweet potato, which is sweet potato with barbecue chicken. And what I'm going to do first, I'm going to grab some salt and I am going to put a little bit of salt on each of my chicken thighs. These are chicken thighs because they have a little bit more fat than chicken breast. And why I want a little bit more fat than chicken breast is because I'm going to use the Instapot, and the Instapot can dry some of my chicken. So I don't want it dry. So I want a little bit of fat. I'm salting. I'm adding salt and pepper to each side of the chicken. So I'm going to put it on. And here in the Instapot, I am going to just add first I'm going to add half a cup of water into it. And inside of it, I have this little thing that helps us steam my protein kind of with the water on the bottom. So I'm going to put water on the bottom, about half a cup of water into the bottom of my Instapot. And then I am going to add my chicken breast onto that little steam rack that's in there. Okay. So I'm going to put the chicken breast on top of that. And once I've done that, I am going to add about half a cup of barbecue sauce. I have this barbecue sauce, and this one's the one I got. The bad thing about barbecue sauce is that it does have added sugars to it. So you want to try to get the one with the least added sugars or dilute it with water. And there you have decreased the amount of barbecue of sugar that's in your diet. So I am going to put about half a cup on top of the chicken. Some of it's going to fall on the bottom, and that's okay. It's still going to give it flavor to my chicken. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to close my Instapot, and I'm going to make sure that the top that it's sealed. And I'm going to go and click on the manual over here. I can't show you, but it's like if you have a manual, what you put manual, and I'm going to put it at 13 minutes. And I'm going to let it cook, so it's got to reach a point where it's going to start the countdown. And after the countdown started and it finishes, I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes. And then I'm going to release the pressure after 5 minutes. After that, once that's happened, I will shred the chicken. I would actually take the chicken out and throw away all that fluid that's on the bottom. And I'm going to shred the chicken with 2 forks. That's really easy. It falls apart. And I'm going to add another half a cup of barbecue sauce and saute my chicken in my Instapot with that barbecue sauce. And then that's it. It only takes about 2 minutes to saute just to get the flavor of the barbecue sauce. Now, if I would boil the chicken, same thing. I would let it boil for about 30 minutes until it's really well done. And then once it's well done, I would take it out, get 2 forks and kind of shred it out. And then I would add about half a cup of barbecue sauce in a pan and let it cook together, and it would be perfectly done. What I do here, what I have here on the side is sweet potatoes. And I got the smaller sweet potatoes. They're kind of like, maybe like 2 fists put together, maybe like a fist and a half. And that's a good size. You don't want to get the big, huge ones because then we're going to overeat in carbohydrates, right? We want about a cup to a cup and a half of carbs. That's about it. And what do sweet potatoes bring to our meal? It brings about 6 grams of fiber per sweet potato. It has prebiotics, it has vitamin C, beta carotenes. They are great for our digestions. So it's a great carbohydrates to add to our repertoire. Also, what we want to do, right? Because what are we missing in this meal where we're going to eat a sweet potato and chicken? We're missing some vegetables. So here I have an example of one that I've already cooked beforehand. And you can't see the chicken, but it's below the coleslaw. And I threw some coleslaw on top. I would add a salad on the side too to add more vegetables because we like half plate vegetables. But this is a good combination meal. We've got the protein, we got the carb, and we're gonna add a salad, and we've got a plate. This sweet potato is gonna be good for your satiety, and the protein also good for your satiety, and it's gonna go into your daily count of fiber, right? We want about 28 to 35 grams of fiber in a day. That gives you 6. And then with the salad, you get even more. So thinking about how much fiber I'm getting in my diet and how can I make it easier to get there, things like that can help. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you get to try it with your friends and family. And remember to scan that QR code to enter a chance for a token of wellness. Take care of yourself, everybody, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye. Cooking your sweet potato, what do you want to do? You want to put your oven at 375 degrees. You want to wash your sweet potato. Just make sure that all the dirt comes off. Maybe use a scrub to get it out, or a brush, I mean. And then you're going to put it in a cookie sheet. You're going to cover the cookie sheet either with parchment paper or foil. And then you're just going to put it in the oven for 1 hour. That's it. Don't do anything else. You can poke it with a fork if you want, but it's not necessary. In an hour, it'll be ready, perfectly done. Okay. I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you try it. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.